Well, last night, Austin ISD's Board of Education voted to put a tax increase on this November's ballot. But if the thought of more taxes makes you mad, just wait until you hear why they need that money. In school districts across Texas, there's a math problem that just doesn't add up.
It's frustrating to community members. I get it.
Missy Bender works at the Texas School Coalition, a nonprofit working to make the math make sense. The problem, she says, is recapture, a program that started 30 years ago.
The state was looking for money.
Recapture says that if a district brings in too much property tax, they're considered property wealthy and can't keep all the taxes they collect.
The school district then has to essentially write a check to the state of Texas.
That check replaces what the state would otherwise have to pay for education.
Is that fair?
And the list of so-called property wealthy districts has ballooned over the years. It is now 349 districts, paying a staggering amount, $5 billion.
$5 billion collectively.
In Central Texas, those paying include Round Rock, Eanes, Lake Travis, and the biggest check writer of all, Austin ISD.
I don't think anyone ever intended that this property wealth system would become such a big portion of the overall funding system.
Jacob Reach is Austin ISD's expert on recapture, a program that some might call unreal.
Yeah, well, our deficit is very real.
The district that gave the state $900 million last year, 3 times more than any other district, now has a choice.
The $119 million deficit.
Either cut staff and services or do what they're doing this week, asking voters for a tax increase. Now, this tax increase would bring in more than $170 million, but, well, I hope you're sitting down for this.
A majority of that would be recaptured through the system.
Most of it will never see Central Texas.
130 million of it would go to the state.
Unreal.
So I certainly understand that it is difficult, but it is the only mechanism that a school district has.
More taxes or more cuts. So you can see where parents, moms and dads would be frustrated, right?
Absolutely. I'm one of those.
Or maybe those who assigned this math problem can solve it.
One of the representatives here.
Bender says, speak up. Call your state representative and state senator.
You do not have to be the expert on policy. Just tell the office how you feel about it.
Now, I reached out to several local politicians for the past month. All but one either didn't return my call or refused to comment on it. Representative Howard, however, who did represent or does represent Central Texas, did call me last night. She says the legislature, bipartisan, worked hard last session to pass billions of dollars for more school funding, but the governor refused to sign it because he insists the money needed to be tied to school vouchers. So right now there's $4.5 billion just sitting there that cannot be used.